Hubba hubba.
That's perfect. I'm going to repeat everything you say.
All right.
Let's go.
I love this man.
I love this man.
You are now listening to the Backseat Critics, the movie review podcast.
Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name's RJ.
And my name's Andrew.
And Oh, my bad. I got a little jump.
Hey, you know what? Why don't you introduce yourself? We got a guest here, Jordan.
Yes, I guess I'm the guest for the time being. My name is Jordan, and I'm the man in the Hawaiian shirt. And I really appreciate y'all letting me be here at Backseat Critics. Thank you.
Yeah. No.
It's an honor. It really is.
Appreciate you having you on here.
Yes. This couch is very comfortable.
It's super comfortable.
I also actually really like these stuffed animals. And the setting you guys make it very comfy. Thank you for the party size Cool Ranch chips. Thank you.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
So this is a podcast where we review movies that you should probably steer clear of, but this time I think we're kind of breaking that mold.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're talking about 2023's Mutant Mayhem from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem, baby.
It's a great movie. But before we dive into it, you want to talk about what you do with like beach bums and...
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I have a clothing brand and a community that I'm building called Beach Bums Never Die. It's a mindset that I love to instill and install, I guess, like a program called a cult, whatever, into people that we rock Hawaiian shirts, but not just any Hawaiian shirts. These Hawaiian shirts are thrifted. I believe in sustainability as I'm a sustainable fashion designer, and I want to give life and tell stories through generations. These are pieces that you could pass on from family member or friends or whatnot. And it's all about never giving up on our individual dreams. Beach bums never die, baby.
That's sweet. I gotta ask, like, what got you started in that?
It all started with a community gathering back in college. You know, we like to definitely kick our feet up and say cowabunga in celebration of life, you know, with music, food, just community gatherings with the buddies. And it was all beach bums. And then it kind of turned into this idea of wanting to always work in fashion, but never wanting to fall into the realm of fast fashion and working on designs and becoming another corporate designer for a brand like Nike or an agency like White and Kennedy. I really wanted to do my own thing. And I was watching the Goonies one time, and the phrase where they're just like, Goonies never say die. And I'm like, that's right. Beach bums never die. Beach bums never die. And I just like kind of like came to this whole idea of never falling into someone else's time. You know, remember that we only get this one life to live, and why should I give that time and that life to someone else, you know? So we're here to do something worth living and dying for, honestly. And mine is to try to make the biggest wave I possibly can in this thing we call fashion and this thing we call clothing and wardrobe. It's in style, you know? So we taking off buttons and adding zippers. We're printing big logos, and we're having fun, celebrating life.
Nice. So, how much of the Ninja Turtles do you know?
I know a decent amount. I've seen all the movies from the live action to the live action CGI nonsense, which was actually pretty cool, but I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely fallen way off the list after tonight. Let's just say that. But I know some characters. I've played the video games when I've worked at some like barcades, like Ground Control. So I remember like Bebop, and I remember the Crocodile Gal being one of the villains you'd play.
Leatherhead?
Yeah. Leatherhead, yes.
All right. So before we get into it too much, I kind of want to lay out kind of the game plan here.
Yeah, game plan it up.
So we'll go into that 2-minute summary. We'll do a quick quiz question.
Ooh. Okay.
We'll come back. We'll talk about our top 3 characters, top 3 scenes, and top 3 moments.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
Brought to you by Cool Ranch.
Doritos. One day we will get that sponsorship. But for now, this is all for the love of it.
All right. So, Jordan, since you're the guest,
Yes, sir.
you want to dive into that 2-minute summary?
Yeah. Overall, I give it a cowabunga. I gave it 10 shells down, as in like that's like 10 shells up, because it was awesome. Do you want me to summarize like how it went down?
The plots. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, it was pretty much these turtles like coming to age and like trying to figure it out. They really like set these dudes up in a new perspective, and it was really eye-opening. Even though I'm 33, I felt what these little guys were going through, and you know they pretty much decided like they started out all out like this is like truly teenage boys doing their thing. And yeah, it was freaking awesome to see them battle out, figure it out, find their roles, and kind of like figure out who they are, because all in the previous movies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they were pretty much all set in their roles and identities. But yeah, other than that, man, I'd watch it again 2 times. 3 fingers up.
I think you might have been over 2 minutes.
Probably. I didn't hit my timer. My bad.
It's all good. I can edit this to be 2 minutes.
I'm used to a light. No one gave me a light. I'm just kidding.
All right. So I want to throw out a quiz question here. I'm actually going to throw out 2. You can throw out your...
Can I be up front, though?
Yeah.
I'm not really good at trivia.
No worries.
Every time I've ever been trivia, I'm not good at it. So
we've
I
been
don't claim.
doing...
I know nothing. You hear me, y'all?
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing.
Don't
But
worry.
I think, therefore, I am. Let's go.
All right. First question. And we'll come back to the answers
All right.
at the end.
Yeah.
So, original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the comics back in the 80s.
Yeah.
What were they a parody of?
They were a parody of...
Oh, I'm thinking. I feel like I know. I'm
Oh,
thinking.
man.
I know this one actually.
I don't know. Squirrels.
Totally acceptable answer. It's fine if you don't know, RJ. We can come back to the answer later. I have a second question.
So it was a comic? Or
It was a comic originally.
and then turned into the Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the cartoon back in the 90s. And the movies and stuff. But yeah, originally it was a comic and it was made as a parody of something. But we can come back to that. I'm going to throw out a second quiz question here. The Ninja Turtles comic was also pretty political. What was kind of their main concern in the comics?
I don't know the answer to that.
If it's very political, I would say it's definitely about community and acceptance in some aspect. Lower diversity neighborhoods in New York. Fighting for survival, like low blue collar.
Okay. That's actually a really interesting take.
Yeah.
We'll come back to the answers.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like that's what they're fighting for ultimately in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to tell you if you're right or wrong.
I know I'm not right, but
No, that's actually a really good take, though.
recorded every.
We'll come back to that. So we'll dive into characters.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Is it my first on my characters?
Oh, yeah. You're first on characters.
Man, this is actually really hard because I really wanted to say one character just to like
RJ, you're not going.
mess these guys up.
You're not going second. You're third.
You know, ching, my favorite, honestly. I'm just stick to my gut, and I'm gonna do it. Michelangelo. through and through, beach bum, through and through. He's always been my favorite growing up. Just right when I saw him walking into school, rocking the beach bum Hawaiian tee, I was like, destiny, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not coincidence, just it's meant to be. And so I gotta say Michelangelo's my number one. He's always been, always will be. Let's go, Mikey.
That's a sick pick.
Sick pick.
He was the last Ronin too.
Last Ronin. Fun fact, I actually have a song with some buddies and it's about that concept because I have felt like that. And he's, if you think of it in the sense of like, he's always been lackadaisical, but then when the situation of his family getting like murdered and everything, and so when he's the last one, he's like, all right, I have to like be serious now. And like, that's how I've kind of felt in like some senses of myself. I was like always like very lackadaisical, but then it's like, oh shit, talking mushrooms, I need to actually turn this around and do my thing properly like a grown person.
It's the cleanest save.
Call me the custodian.
Come on, Cool Ranch.
Cool
I thought we had
Ranch.
the Cool Ranch stage here. Wow.
Cool Ranch.
Hello.
That's
This
funny.
guy.
But yeah, no.
It's like this movie. No.
Last Ronin's good.
Oh, it's solid. So
Who's yours? Your second, right? Your second, Andrew?
oh yeah. Cause
RJ's last. Sorry, bud.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Mike.
He can't defend himself. He's like, I don't got a mic.
So you know who I'm picking. I'm picking Donnie.
Yes. I alley-ooped that to you, bud. I really wanted to, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Hey, no worries. You could have been that guy.
I could have been that guy.
I'm that guy right now.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, RJ.
Yeah.
No.
No. Not your turn yet.
Man, I love Donnie. He's just got this cool vibe.
Yeah.
I love that they were a little bit more conscientious about his weapon choice being a stick.
A stick?
I mean, it's a quarterstaff, but it's still a stick.
The cool thing is though, like I think they gave Donnie a good platform in this.
Yeah, they did.
Like the strongest platform that I've ever seen him have, and like the opportunity to like shine. Like I was like super close. Like he would have been my number one, but literally like I was like, I gotta stick to my guts. But Jing Donnie was hilarious.
My guy, what are you doing to us?
Dude, sorry. I'm so sorry. He's just so funny
Apologies to future Andrew.
Sorry, future Andrew. Donnie was great. I love that guy. My bad, dude.
Well, I'm glad you guys picked the turtles because I was afraid you'd pick Mondo Gecko.
Oh, you snake!
You guys fell right into my trap.
Oh, you got us.
Probably
You villain.
the best villain in the movie, voiced by Paul Rudd.
Oh, you G. Dude.
Got him.
God.
We got him.
I did love that. I don't know if you guys caught it, but he drops the line about, has anyone heard of Fish?
The
band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of references in here, but it's like, that's nice.
Nice. I didn't catch the references, but I'm familiar for sure.
Mondo Gecko.
So
Number
good.
one character.
What'd you like about
slept on
him? Tell us.
So what's your number two?
No, I want to know what you liked about him.
What I liked about
Yeah,
Mondo
what was your
Gecko
favorite about Mondo?
is his vibe.
His vibe,
His
bro.
feature vibe.
Vibes.
Yeah,
Vibes. I feel it.
No, it's just his vibes. He had a lot when he stole the scene when he was on it. Stole the show.
Yeah, I feel that.
Every single time he's on, he grabbed your attention. You all know it.
Would you say he's Cool Ranch?
Cool Ranch.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
All right, Jordan, what's your number two?
Number two. Oh, well, honestly, since number two and number three have been snag, I'm not. Dang. You know, honestly,
we don't play no games here.
I know
at the
we don't
Backseat
play
Critics.
no games. Whoa.
We know to take Rob's.
Yeah. Steals on the court. All right. Well, you know, I really like the father figure and the dad figure of Splinter. You know, I'd say he's my number 2.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the father figure. You know, I'm going to go with that approach. I really liked there's moments in the movie where he started seeing himself as this almost the bad guy. And, you know, sometimes you got to just like let those under your wing fly, or in Ninja Turtles aspects, fight, you know? So it was very beautiful, and I really loved that character and what he brought to the table. Who voiced him, by the way? Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan killed it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's right. He killed it. Just did everything like was watching all his movies. As in, which ones?
Oh, Jackie Chan. Oh, Drunken Master, Forbidden Kingdom,
And my favorite one,
Operation Condor, Rush Hour, Police Story 1 and 2, and I think 3. My number 2 character is I'm going with same thing, different guy.
Oh.
I'm going with the villain.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, let's be honest. I think we all like the villains in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Facts.
They're all iconic. They're all great. But I'm going with
Superfly.
It's nice to see a villain character that's written nicely with like proper motivation and not just like everyone's got to die, which was his thing here. But like he's like you pointed out with Splinter, like he was rejected by humanity. He tries to be accepted. So I appreciated that they gave him like that kind of backstory.
Yeah.
So because it's something a little bit more relatable. If you want to say something.
It's the motivation that makes a quality villain.
100%. Marvel,
1,000%.
take notes.
Take notes, Marvel. That's beautiful, Andrew. You villain.
Oh, yeah.
My number 3, I think, is another sleeper.
We're still on number 2.
My number 2 is going to be...
I think we found the real sleeper here.
Nope. I was ready. I was ready.
So ready. He skipped
Because
one.
I was giving a preview that my number 3 is going to be the real sleeper.
Wait, so who's your number 3 going to be, just for curiosity? It's not going to count. Just who is it?
It's a sleeper.
Ooh, sleeper.
Sleeper. My number 2 was another villain.
Oh, villains.
And also a sleeper that I think you guys are sleeping on.
Yes.
Ray the Fillet.
Oh, Ray Fillet.
Post Malone.
Yeah, that's probably.
I enjoyed his singing. I just enjoyed Post Malone's acting behind Ray the Fillet. And that's what
Ray
made the character to me.
That was a
Be
solid
prepared
one.
for my number 3 sleeper, as it's coming soon. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Rich.
You know, my number 3, I'm gonna give it to. I just like to be good guys, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe in the villain concept, you know, or villain complex. We're all heroes in our own life. So we just gotta beach bums never die, and someone that never gave up on their dream of wanting to be a journalist.
Oh
and
no, this
pushing
guy.
it through. You know, we're gonna go with the Queen, April O'Neil. Let's go.
Crap.
She just did her thing, you know, and
It's a puss.
it's super funny when she threw up on camera. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
April O'Neil. That was wild, but no. Really good character, cool, way better than Megan Fox. You know, though Megan Fox is very beautiful and did her thing too, but definitely follows 3 in the Aprils. That's for sure. In this realm. So yeah, April O'Neil. I'll take number 3. It's my 3-on-3 team.
That's your 3-on-3?
It's my 3-on-3. I'll take you to court any day.
Oh, man, now I got to rethink my 3.
Who you got? Were you gonna go April?
Oh, I was 100% going to go April.
Ooh, she was a good one, huh?
Oh, she was.
She was a
I got to
sleeper.
look up some names here.
People be sleeping on them. That's what I'm saying. People be sleeping on them. People ain't sleeping on her no more. That's April O'Neil. You know, who played the original April in the live action? Who's the actress on that?
I don't remember.
So I've been like looking. My dad's been telling me about these VHSs that are like worth a lot of money. And I think the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like a couple grand when it's like sealed. But also, a lot of these people with these VHSs are also just like hiking up the prices to like try to run the market.
That's insane.
It's pretty funny.
Old computer parts are the same way right now.
Yeah,
It's like
it's wild.
20-year-old parts.
Everyone wants the old stuff because that's the good stuff is made right. And it just has like this rawness.
Judith Hogue
Judith
was
Hogue.
the OG.
She was awesome. You know, one of my favorite scenes, very beautiful and heart touching in the original Ninja Turtles though, is when they're healing up Ralph after him getting his butt whooped, and it's all like poetic, and like they're all like doing like family farm shit, like working on a truck and like taking nice cool baths and like therapy stuff and chilling on the porch. That gosh, gets my heartstrings every time.
Every time.
Every time. I love the OG Ninja Turtles for show. Yeah, love that.
It's so good.
Talking mushrooms. Sorry on the delay on that one.
No worries. I may or may not edit that. We'll see how I'm feeling.
I love it. All right, did you figure out your third, Andrew?
Oh, I did.
Let's hear it.
Genghis Frog.
Oh, Gucci, 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 Goo.
Did I take yours?
Gucci, 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 Goo. Nice.
His derpy eyes. Just his
That's
whole.
funny.
I think the part that got me was it the pizza delivery guy on his back as Genghis Frog's like hopping down the streets.
Mhm. That's funny.
Hannibal
Genghis
Buress.
Oh,
What an
that was-
actor.
What an actor. What a voice, man. That's good. I liked it.
You got your number 3?
Yeah, RJ, you ready? Did you survive?
I think I did. My
You did,
sleeper
huh?
was taken. I cannot believe. I didn't think you guys would catch it. I was like,
Nah. Come on.
Gangs for frog, but I thought,
I think we're all on the same.
oh man. Well, I gotta give it to the 2 OG bad guys. I'm gonna do a tandem,
Oh, tandem.
Bebop and RJ.
Bebop and Bebop and RJ.
Bebop and RJ.
Bebop and RJ. Cool. No. Bebop and Rocksteady.
No.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Rocksteady and Bebop.
With the cool ranch.
Cool Ranch. Heck yeah.
No, Bebop and Rocksteady. I think they've done very well. They worked in. I liked John Cena, Seth Rogen. I enjoyed them.
Michael Cera.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. He was rocking those cool ranch shorts.
That's funny.
But the
No.
tandem of them, just enjoyable. That's my other take got taken.
Dude, the nipple rings. Please talk about the nipple
Oh
rings.
Oh
yeah.
my God. They remember those nipple rings? Those right in the scene where they started walking
Just
out of the
right
car.
off the bat, we just see the Pam
Boom.
right across some nipple rings.
Yo, the soundtrack was killer.
I just want to do a quick recap. I love that none of us chose Leo or Ralph for our
Nah.
top 3.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
wild.
on par, really, for Ninja Turtles, but it is what it is, you know?
It is what it is. You know, Leo's a square. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like
He's Fred.
He was good, but he yeah, it was not it.
He's Fred and Scooby-Doo.
Fred and Scooby Doo, you just never pick. You know, it's just not the vibe.
Ralph's too serious.
Ralph is too serious. It's just two people you honestly not inviting to the party. Like, you really got to think about it. Like, yo, are we gonna call the guy who's gonna snitch on everyone? No. Are we gonna call the guy who's gonna start a fight with everyone? No. The two dudes you don't invite to the party. No offense, but Hey, love those guys. They're your brothers to the end.
Yeah. All right. You want to dive into scenes?
Scenes, let's stab into them.
Okay. Go for your number one.
Number one scene. Oh man, honestly, pass by just real quickly. But I would say, man, I'm not gonna be lame like that.
We need to play the Jeopardy music.
Wow, Jamie, go play Diablo. Sorry, those
We're
are.
not officially part of the podcast.
I really like the scene in the beginning. I'm just gonna go with this. The Ferris
She's
Bueller.
finding ways in.
Yeah. The Ferris Bueller scene was really cool. I thought that was a really fun concept and idea that they put in there. I actually, for a second, thought we were the TV switched to Ferris Bueller, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" So it's always fun when the fourth wall or like different types of medium could be mixed in with that. So that was a really fun scene to see the creators and animators and everyone put that concept together.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
It was enjoyable because it's like the whole idea of acceptance, but living that life.
I'm going to go with probably the scene where they first meet April.
That's a good scene with the ninja star.
Yeah, with the ninja star.
And what were they doing before that?
They were just filming themselves, just practicing.
Practicing what?
Ninjas.
Slicing
watermelon.
Watermelon. They were slicing watermelon.
I thought you were going to say something about watermelon. You got nothing to say about watermelon? Do you want to say something about watermelon, RJ?
It's delicious.
It is the wateriest of melons.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Watermelon.
What's weird to me is people in the South put salt on their watermelon.
That sounds delicious. I put sugar on it too, though. Sometimes
Sugar's good.
If you're trying
I've-
to lip sync and you don't want anyone to know that you're lip syncing and you don't know the words, you just mouth the word watermelon. If you're trying to lip sync but you don't know the words, you just mouth the word watermelon over and over again, and it looks like you're singing along with whatever the words are. Just, odd trivia. Watermelon works.
Watermelon works. In theater, it was peas, carrots, mashed potatoes, or something like that. When you're backstage,
Peas, carrots.
watermelons, you like go peas,
Yeah.
peas, carrots, watermelon, peas, carrots, watermelon, peas, carrots, watermelon.
I
And you
remember-
just smile. Corny.
Yeah.
All right, RJ, what's your scene? What was your favorite scene, bud? How many scenes are we doing? 3? Oh, sheesh.
My favorite scene was the milking scene.
Oh my God, you weirdo. That was a good scene.
A lot of humor just gets dropped in there. It's a little weird, but just all the humor, the jokes.
It's the build up. It's the running. It's the build up to
Why?
that scene. It's the running joke of milking that is just through the whole movie, and it just climaxes right at that final scene of they are hooked up to a milking machine that makes the joke. Did you say phrasing?
Appreciate you giving her the mic.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a very funny scene, actually. Very inappropriate. I didn't think it was
But funny.
PG. I'm just kidding. This movie
Well,
is
it's
actually
awkward
very
'cause
family
they
friendly.
drop about that though.
I know. All right, my second. I'm gonna steal the scene and go with my second scene, and we're gonna go with the part where I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I don't remember too many of the scenes anymore. Can we rewatch it?
Do the fight.
The fight scene was pretty cool. I don't want to
Give
talk
him
about
the
the fight
scenes.
scene.
First
There's
fight.
a better
Don't
scene.
talk
There's
about
better
fights.
scenes. Oh man, I don't want to steal that part.
Go for it. Steal away.
No, because it's way better at the moment. I would say a good scene. A A good funny scene, you know. A good funny scene, you know. Definitely one of the scenes where Donnie was all like talking.
Donnie had some good scenes.
No
Some-
good scene.
All right, well,
No,
so we continue here on the Backseat Critics with Cool Rich.
They're all good scenes. I just can't remember any of them. That's an unfortunate part, you know.
Why were you distracted by
Man,
animation?
I'm not gonna lie. I really just don't have a like strong short-term memory.
Touche.
You know, I just it's like it's very like I remember the graphics in the sense. I guess the scene. There's all right. This is how I'm gonna go by it. It's not a scene in like what I remember fully the information in it, but how it was animated was really cool. There's one part where April and Leonardo were talking, and I just know that part of Leo, the backside of his head, was very like 2D and 2-dimensional, and then you could see that April was more 3-dimensional and animated, and I thought that was like a really cool aesthetic.
Oh, I think that's when they first dropped down into the sewer. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what part. I just remember that like that layering, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool how they did that and combined that animation style." So I can't really recall what they're saying, or I guess what makes a scene. But I guess for me, what makes a really cool scene is how they attacked and approached the animation. So, but yeah, that's my second favorite scene was the relationship between 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional animations.
Shout out to Meat Buck.
Meat Bug, were they the
Meat
animator?
Buck.
Meat Bug.
Yeah, it was a 2011, 2012 animation. It's like a 3-minute short, and it's like in this style.
Bet.
It's like in this like awesome 3D/2D, and you're not quite sure where that line is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so sick.
Yeah, I like that.
There's another one too around that time. It was something Bjorn. It was about a Viking trying to find the perfect way to die.
Ooh, that sounds beautiful.
Um,
That's what the beach bums search for. But guess what? Beach bums never die.
it's a great way to live.
Great way.
My number 2 is going to be when April finally gets most of the nerve to get on the camera and start spreading the good news about the turtles. That started getting
Yes.
my heartstrings going.
Yep.
And we had that nice, perfect little comedic mini vomit afterwards.
Yep. That was beautiful.
But that was a good moment for me.
Beautiful moment. I
Like,
like that
they
moment.
built up nicely to that. It was like a well-deserved moment.
What do we say? Beach bums never die.
So, kind of in the same realm here for my number 2, where the Ferris Bueller scene takes place. I enjoyed when they were running around doing all the errands. Didn't notice something on there was a Doritos Cool Ranch.
Nice.
It was kind of cool to see them, how they're stealing just the groceries, what items they're grabbing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool scene. I remember that one. We actually paused and rewound it to actually read everything on the list. And that was actually a cool thing about this movie is they really paid attention to details. You know, that's like something that sometimes you don't catch in.
Love that about like this and like the Spider-Verse movies. There's just so many small details. You can pause it what
Easter
it feels
eggs.
like any frame, and it feels like there's just so many like parts that you can just pick apart.
Exactly. I
I
enjoy
love
it.
that.
Like, do turtles even have ears? Yes, they do. That's a fact.
Are their bloods? Do their bloods have acidic properties?
I don't think so. I think just ooze.
I think
That's what you
just
saw
ooze.
from the milking scene. I think that answered that.
Yeah.
But definitely, I think it has been proven that Ralph does need therapy
Yeah, it does.
multiple times. Ralph does need therapy. Therapy. Therapy.
Therapy.
Therapy.
Therapy?
You talking about therapy?
Trying to film podcast here, and you're out here talking about
Therapy?
trying to film a pumpcast. You're talking about therapy.
Talking about therapy. Yeah, we're talking about therapy.
Therapy.
Oh man, scene 3.
Wait, did I get a 2? Yeah, I did get a 2.
Yeah, you did. April's puke.
Yeah.
When
April's puke. It's a
but
great scene.
But April's second puke when she actually stepped up on stage and did the real thing.
Yeah.
You know, for the turtles. You know, it's not just April's puke. It's April like spreading the gospel essentially. The gospel of the turtles, the 4 wise turtles, and the old rat. the old rat.
Are we still on George number 3?
Yeah, what's your number 3?
Number 3. Sorry.
Calm down, dude.
Yeah, dude. Chill, Phil. Chill. Oh man, there was a really cool scene.
French Stewart.
Yeah, Cool Ranch out there, fool. There's a really cool scene where someone said chill, but that's not it. Donnie said chill, and I was like, that's so funny. I was like, I say chill, Phil. So scene 3. Oh man, do I want to go heartstrings, or do I want to go like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna give it to Leo. I'm gonna give one to Leo. Let's give this to Leo. I think Leo had a real big identity crisis throughout this whole movie and was really trying to figure out and like being a part of this crew and his brothers. And there's one scene where he was able to understand what leadership is by bringing out the best in every single one of his brothers around him. And I thought that was a really cool scene to see that just as someone who has their own community and brand that they're building out. It's really hard to like sometimes be a leader, and you got to sacrifice that and understand that's not I and team, but there's a me. Just kidding. That's a shout out to Kobe though. And we just want to be able to bring everyone else to their full potential and like to be the better person that they could be every single day, you know? We could give it Mamba mentality and we could give it all love and peace. But yeah, I think that scene where Leo was like, he was like, Donnie, you think of it the way how we take it down a giant, you know? He's like, oh, you know, Attack of Titans, you know? And then he's like, Ralph, go use your rage. He's like, yeah, okay, dude. And then he was like, Mikey, what's Mikey do? Mikey just chills, right? Mikey go vibes. So Mikey was just vibing. He's like, yeah, okay. And yeah, it was awesome. Let's just say that. Scene 3, scene. Leo becoming a leader.
It's a great scene.
We can call that Leadership.
Leadership?
Leonardo-ship. Whoa.
Leonardo-ship.
Leonardo! Nardo!
Does Wolfman have Nardos?
Do you guys remember Nardo?
Nardo in the movie.
Nardo!
There's a scene in the movie. This is not my number 3 scene, but it's a scene where they talked about how to say their names differently because Michelangelo had to sign up for a improv class, and he had to put a first and the last name, but they don't have a last name, so he put Michael space Angelo.
Michelangelo.
And so they're talking about how to split up Leonardo, so they call him Leonardo. Leonardo. Ergo. With Jordan with the Nardo.
That's hilarious.
It's fantastic.
Gosh, that movie was awesome. Can we really watch it again, please? You guys do that? You guys double feature, run it back?
Oh, we have not done that.
It's the first time for everything.
My number 2 is going to be the montage. My number 3. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm with you guys. I got you on this.
Appreciate you, Jordan.
The montage.
You know exactly where I'm going.
Let's hear it.
That montage where they're trying to figure out who Superfly is, and then going through all of the just the montage of like the fighting. Yeah. It's just like this side scroll of just them kicking butt.
Yeah. It's like playing the video game.
Yeah, it's just like nothing more, just like, all right, this is fun.
Going through all the different villains too.
Yeah.
And they kept like circling all of them. Yeah. That was good. Super cool. Super good. Super well put together.
Animation's so clean in this.
Very
Love it.
nice. Did we ever figure out who animated?
I have not actually looked that up. I'll look that up once I hand this mic over to RJ.
And we're on to my number 3. And my number 3 is where you first meet Master Splinter.
Oh, very nice.
Well, it's funny because he's kind of like the Indian dad, I think they call it, or something like that on YouTube, where he's like, close the window, put on some pots.
Wait, did you do that?
That's what he says.
You did an accent.
That's what it's like. But it's pretty funny because in
Close the window. Put on your pants.
that's what he says. And yeah, it's funny because that's how it was kind of like when they got home. They're like, "Did you do this?"
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And he's like, "That's it. No more going out of the tunnel for a month."
Mm-hmm.
He said, and they're like, "Aw." Actually, that's funny. It's funny parenting scene.
Very funny parenting. Splinter did really well with the. I liked watching the growing up of them. You know, did you remember that?
Yeah, I liked it when he had the fro when he went into the city.
He was like, I took them all in, and then they hated us. Humans are all evil demons. He calls us all evil demons.
He cracked me up throughout it.
That was beautiful.
All right, so we're down
To the what's that, right?
to the what the scenes moments.
What's going
So
on
these
here?
are just your crazy, outrageous moments, or moments that you maybe sat there and were like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
Sort of vibes.
I'm just gonna take it, and you know, though I'm really vibing out with Splinter and his like coolness and his badassness. Oh, that was a really good scene. I actually just remembered. But what the scene of like, what was he doing? Like making out with the vermin at the end, you know? That was real weird, you know? That was like, all right. And it was happening a couple times, you know? Like, I get it. But, you know, what the? Not for me.
So I'm looking up the animation company. It was actually 2 companies, Micros Animation in Montreal and Paris, and Cinesight in Vancouver and Montreal were the 2 that did it. Micros worked on part of the Captain Underpants movie with Sony. Sony went on to do, as we know, Spider-Verse movies. And then Cinesight, I'm actually not entirely sure. But those is all produced by Paramount and Nickelodeon, which good for Nickelodeon. Like,
It's good for Nick.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
They did really well. Shouts out. What's the name is again? What were the companies again?
Micros Animation and Cinesight.
Micros. Shout out Micros and Cinesight.
Yeah, Cinesight.
Cinesight. Shout out Cinesight and Micros. Whatever. Screw it. Shout those guys out. They did great.
They did fantastic here. You okay, RJ?
And we're just waiting for your what the. What's your what the scene?
Oh, my what moment in when Splinter and I forget the character's name, the cockroach.
Oh, I just dropped that one. That was my what the moment.
Crap.
You want that one? I'll go back.
No. You stay.
Yeah, I know.
Got him.
I was looking up animation companies over here and was not paying attention. Sorry.
It's all good. Don't be sorry.
I'm caught.
Cool.
Ranch.
That's a Ferris Bueller.
Bow, bow.
That's a Ferris Bueller one. Go for it. Second. Let's hear it, bud.
Oh, man. All right.
Da-da.
Genghis Frog. When
Again?
he's hopping towards the bad guy with the pizza man on his
Yeah.
back.
Uh-huh.
At that point in the movie, I'm like rooting for them, but also being like, what?
They're really doing that?
Yeah.
They're like doing
But I
a
love
Hail
that they're
Mary.
just like leaning into it. They're just getting weird with it.
It was like
Just more
the-
movies need to do that.
Let's just be real though. It's kind of like Marvel's Avengers, where they're passing on the glove, Thanos's glove, between
I'm not
character and character.
I've not seen that.
You haven't seen it? You don't watch Marvels?
No, I haven't seen any since Age of Ultron.
Really?
I gave up with them.
You gave up?
I gave up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty much a direct steal scene from that.
Did not know.
Essentially. But
I like that one moment.
it was a
That was catching me off
so
guard.
sorry I
What?
ruined that for you, my man.
No. We're all good. It's
I'm
all
the
good.
villain of this one. Dang, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's still a what moment?
It is a what moment. It was a good
It
what
was
moment scene.
are you really doing this?
I'm gonna go into the creature that Superfly turns into in the end.
Oh yeah, that was a what the. That was wild.
You got seahorse legs, a
Whale.
whale's body, basically,
Yeah.
with his eyes, with his giant claw, part giraffe.
Part giraffe, yeah. It was like it's like a half Cronenberg monster, half Hedorah from Godzilla.
Yeah, it was a wild looking creature.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Godzilla versus Hedorah. Best Godzilla movie out there.
I kind of wonder. Or it's kind of like Power Rangers in this case. Where the monster usually grows before the end of the episode, and there's that big battle.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Power Rangers in this case, almost, except that they don't get Megazords. All right,
Monsters.
we are on. Back to you.
For what this?
Yep, for another what moment if you got one.
Yeah, honestly, I always try to find a flaw sometimes when I watch a new movie because I really am to time and how they are able to tell it. But it's probably in the very beginning. Maybe I didn't catch it, but the professor dude just dropped the vial of ooze out of his hand, and when they picked him up, but they didn't grab the ooze. So I was like, what the? And then because then it just like fell down the drain.
Oh, the storm drain, yeah.
And the storm drain just like, oh no, they missed the ooze, but they got everything else. I was like, what the? And then the turtles, in some sense, like how they get into the drain, I didn't see them get broken out and fall down the drain. So I kind of like assumed they were just taken by the people, but then they ended up just like being teenagers. So that's kind of where I was like, what the? I'm confused. This is what the? Going on here,
Yeah, I gotcha.
you know? It reminded me of Suicide Squad. Kind of just like set it up and then threw you somewhere and you're like, what the?
Also haven't seen that.
Good. But you should watch it.
Which one?
You should watch all of them. I think they're pretty funny. Even the one with the John Cena one. John Cena, shout out John Cena. Rocksteady.
Who?
John Cena. He has his own spin-off of it. What's it
Oh
called?
man, I don't think I've ever seen him. What's he look like?
John Cena?
Yeah, what's he look like?
You never seen him?
No.
Well, he looks like a bodybuilder, dude. He's pretty buff. He's got a military style haircut.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
I watched some matches with him, but it just looked like his opponent was being thrown around.
Yeah, because he's a beast.
I went so long without saying it. I finally said it.
I'll just add a car horn or something. It's all good.
Yeah, I actually have a John Cena vintage tee. Whoever wants to buy it, hit me up.
That's awesome.
It's not that awesome. It's all right. It's mediocre. Let's hear your guys' next ones. What's your next what the scene?
Trying to think here.
It's pretty mild. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Pretty mild, but I liked it. Didn't really need that many what does, if you ask me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the robbery scene with
Okay.
the fly picking up the van.
Oh, yeah, that was a cool
He
episode.
drops them off in the barge. The van shakes for a bit, and then we never see those two drivers again.
Oh, yeah. Because
Does he straight up eat those drivers?
I don't know if he ate him, but he definitely murked him. He definitely mollywopped him, for sure.
Definitely,
He what?
definitely mollywopped him.
All right.
That's a good what the scene. Oh my gosh. That's a whatnot scene. If you don't whatnot,
Hold on to it.
yeah, if you don't choose this one, RJ, I am definitely getting. Oh my gosh.
So I think the scene Mr. Jordan over here is referring to
Oh, don't take it because I need it.
is a scene.
I need that. That's my ammo. I need that scene.
Am I gonna be that guy?
He's gonna be that guy.
Am I gonna be like,
don't
are we
be
gonna,
that
are we gonna be cool
guy.
rich if I'm that guy?
Don't be that guy, dude.
Don't be that guy.
Okay. I guess I'll let Jordan have it.
Sick. No,
Just
let's
this
hear it.
one
Let's
thing.
hear it. Let's see if you're actually gonna be that guy.
No, it's okay.
All
I know
right.
the scene you're talking about, so it's okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Thank you, bud.
You're welcome.
That's what childhood friends are for.
My what the moment is some of the takes on the villains. Some of the takes.
Yes. What kind of takes? What takes are you talking about? Be specific with me.
Superfly.
Okay.
That's gotta be Baxter.
Baxter.
Baxter. That had to be Baxter.
What do you mean Baxter and what?
Who said it wasn't?
It was not implied as well.
Oh, the scientist?
Yeah. Because what happens inside when they bust him? Like the little fly dude wasn't Baxter, right? No, it wasn't Baxter.
No.
Nothing hit or anything.
You sure about that? Because he had the hair of Baxter. He had Baxter's hair, like 100%.
But it wasn't Baxter. Baxter was the guy that they showed getting shot down.
I think that was Baxter.
No, because they show him actually growing throughout the movie. They were there when they went back in time, and he's like, "Oh, I had to take care of my brothers and sisters."
Yeah.
He had the hair, so that's what I'm thinking.
No, I think he is.
Maybe got like a bit of Baxter on him.
I don't think he got a bit of
He's
Baxter
not
on him.
full
I think it's just
Baxter.
who he'd be like, you know how dogs kind of like look like their owners. I think Superfly just looked like Baxter at some point because that's what he was used to.
That's so sad.
It is, but Baxter was a good guy. I recall. He's a good guy. So that's why I don't think he's Superfly.
Exactly. I just didn't like that spin. I wanted the original Baxter.
Is that how it originally is or something?
Yeah. Usually, scientist shoots the gun wrong, gets hit, turns himself into a mutant fly. Well, he's like a key villain in the Ninja Turtle universe.
Shredder.
Amateur.
Amateur hour. Am hour. I know you're obviously not paying attention, but
I
you're
shouldn't like to
eavesdropping.
take on the villain. It made me go. The
just playing
Superfly
with
made me go,
JB.
what? The
What the? That is a good
Yeah.
what the moment.
when
There's
he
some.
came out, I was like, what? That's not Baxter.
See,
That was my what?
I'm not familiar with that. I got you. It's a good one. Oh my gosh. Yo. My what the moment is just because it was so cool and so hilarious. But they really had the Ninja Turtles yelling out, we outside, my wop. He said, we outside, and then started twerking, just acting fools. They said Bronx, shouting out. It was just a funny New York style call, play on it. And I was just like, what the hell are they doing? But they owned it, they're being nerds in their own right, as the Ninja Turtles should be, rejects among them all. Beach bums, Goonies, never die. It was beautiful. And of course, they always ate some Cool Ranch.
Along with some pizza.
Or some pizza.
Some delicious pizza.
What's your third what though?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that.
There's
tough.
some other good ones. Honestly, my first one was definitely not my favorite one, but I had to steal it. It was just an easy pick.
It was the only real what the thought, but like everything else was actually really good. That dancing scene was really funny. They were yelling, "Yer!" They said, "We outside." That was hilarious. They're like, "Cool ranch." That was good. I loved it. Loved it. Seriously though, can we run it back? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's the bit, my guy. It's called a callback. I'm just kidding.
Call back to the bed?
It's upstairs.
Yeah. You can go if you want. Joe and I can finish this off.
Yeah, we're almost done. RJ, you got a what the? Or do we got to go in order still?
We're going in order. My last one's going to be the, I don't know if you talked about this, but that giant, no, you did. You did talk about it. Giant fly? Dang.
Super duper fly, I believe his name was at that point.
Super duper fly.
All right, so my number 2 is going to be right before that.
We're on number 3 now.
3.
Seems to be a problem tonight. Kids can't count tonight.
Critics can't count.
Critics can't count. Fire.
My number 3 is going to be that moment before it's the giant fly, where he plops onto land and is just a giant fly whale slothing towards the zoo. I'm assuming the Brooklyn Zoo. I think it's on the wrong side of the pond.
Yeah, there was all a mishaps on that one.
But I enjoyed the fly whale for a moment. It was fun.
Super duper fly. Super fly.
I think my last what moment was the what of the milking.
You love milking, RJ.
Yeah, you're stuck with a milking.
Well, just the what? Like, why was that an actual thing?
You're right.
Why was that an actual thing in this movie?
Yeah, and the thing is, they were taking it from within their shells. Did you see how that thing was connected?
Oh yeah.
Real weird, man.
Why was it called like a milking machine even? It even went that far.
It could have been called a oozing machine since they're like taking out the ooze or, blood donation. Could have been like the Red Cross. Could have just called it the Red Cross.
For mutants? Mutant Cross?
Mutant Cross.
I love that the container that they're milking them into is like this massive like vat that's they're definitely not going to be able to fill up.
No.
But that cutaway of just like that zoom out of like, oh, we just need enough to like fill up this container, and it zooms out and it takes up the whole room.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like they knew because those machines were set up for turtle shells. Yeah, they were. It's like they knew. That's not cool. The writers set those guys up. The writers didn't have to write it like that. Wow, that's messed up.
Save the turtles.
Save the turtles, yo. We don't need to stop the straws. Stop milking turtles. Save the turtles. Stop the milking.
Oh man.
Climate change
This
is stopping the milking.
Please, folks, stop going out to the beach collecting turtles and then milking them.
Yeah, stop milking turtles. Like, let them be. Save the turtles.
Save the turtles.
Save the turtles. That was awesome. I love that.
Milking moment. The movie.
Milking the movie. It's a great movie.
This was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. We're going into that. Final thoughts.
I will watch it again, 100%, multiple
What
times.
would you rate it out of 10?
I don't think anything pulls a cool heavy 10. I'll give it a solid 8.5 though.
8.5?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Would you recommend this movie to or for parents to show their kids?
For sure. I think the Ninja Turtles really represent something powerful, and I've always enjoyed them growing up. They have camaraderie, they have family. And yeah, there's always good sense of humor. We can't shy away from sense of humor and, laughter amongst family members and this and that.
So yeah, 100% recommend for the family.
No, I think I'm right there with Jordan. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10.
Ooh, solid.
Love the animation in this. Just that mix of like 2D and 3D is so nice to see in movies nowadays. Not to like diss on Pixar, but like it's refreshing to see like something new out there in the animation space. But yeah, no, it's just a solid movie, great message, ton of great characters. Great movie to show for kids. I'd probably say for maybe a little bit older kids, like 8, 9 and older.
Oh yeah,
probably
for sure,
just
for sure.
based on like some topics and stuff. But yeah, like honestly, it's just all around good movie. Definitely going to buy and watch.
Agreed.
I'd probably rate it an 8.0 to an 8.5, somewhere in there personally. I kind of enjoyed the uptake, the refreshing of the Ninja Turtles. That was probably the best Ninja Turtle animation look that they've had for quite some time over the past, I think, 2 or 3 series of the normal cartoon that they have.
Yeah.
So the look of it was really nice. The whole movie was a lot of fun to watch with the animation. But some of it too, I just, as a Ninja Turtle fan, some of the, just a little bit of changes, you know, like Spider-Verse, how they make the Green Goblin look. You're like, I don't like Green Goblin looking like that. So it's kind of like this, and some of it was like they did like a play on one character or some of the villains. I'm like, I guess I don't like it. But that's why I rated just a little lower. But yeah, definitely for kids. Yeah, I agree with Andrew. 8 to 9.
I mean, we could definitely like say that like the original comics were like super violent compared to like the cartoons that came out afterwards. So, I mean, I don't know, like the changes, at least for me, like I enjoy it when like movies or TV shows kind of bring their own changes to things and kind of like have their own perspective of like characters and stuff, because it's interesting. But I did want to get back to those quiz questions.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
Yeah. So first quiz question. What character were the Ninja Turtles a parody of? RJ shrugged. Do you have any guess?
A specific character?
Specific character.
I'm gonna say wait, when were they actually written? What was the first Ninja Turtles?
It was like mid-80s.
Bart Simpson.
Close.
Really?
Close.
Is a parody of a animated? Is a parody?
Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick.
The
Makes sense.
creators loved the Daredevil, but weren't, I guess, like a huge fan of like comics at the time, and they just made up a parody of it, which came out to be Ninja Turtles.
Crazy.
As I show the point to the TV, and it's not Ninja Turtles up there, but
That's funny. That's crazy cool.
Sorry,
I'm gonna have
I'm
to actually look into that.
but yeah, no, it's awesome. And then the second question was, they were a lot more political in the original comics, and if there was like a specific message or kind of goal that they're trying to hit with that. You guessed kind of like supporting blue collar workers and being more accepting to people.
Probably something to do with like women's rights with April O'Neil. I'd take it.
It's actually both really good guesses. It's actually environmentalism.
Environmentalism, yeah.
It's the 80s. It's a high time for that. But, you know, dealing with pollution, dealing with, you know, people's
Mutations.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of that, but they ended up filtering a lot of that out for the cartoons and movies just because they weren't sure it was going to play so well for larger audiences.
That'd be cool to actually like
to kind of bring back.
Bring it back. I think people would vibe with it. And that's why Beach Bums Never Die is all about, you know, like going against what we've been programmed to think, you know, like we as people make our own choices and we get to decide what we put in front of ourselves, what we consume and what we're going to go forward with. And You know, it's sad when cartoons or comics have to step off their moral compass and step away from going towards their North Star and lead to something else, you know, obviously to make something bigger and where it's become. But,
Yeah.
you know, the opportunity for true authenticity for every individual is out there. So, yeah, I'm going to have to look more into that too, because that's awesome. That's definitely Beach Bums Never Die vibes, is environmentalist and sustainability and all that. So, party on, Wayne.
All right, so we're just gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the man in the Hawaiian shirt or BBND mindset, Beach Bums Never Die mindset. Website beachbumsneverdie.com. You can find me in Venice selling vintage on the boardwalk at a store called Boardwalk Vintage. For every vintage shirt you purchase, you are saving 1,700 liters of water. You don't have to quote me on it. It's just a fact I've pulled off of Google. I've never actually made a new t-shirt because I don't have the accessibility, but I could save you a whole bunch of water and I could save you a whole bunch of stress. So come get styled at Boardwalk Vintage with the man in the Hawaiian shirt. Go watch Ninja Turtles. Go do something fun. Enjoy it. Hang out with your friends. Hang out with your family. I love you guys. Thank you for your presence.
Definitely throwing all this down in the description as well if you guys want to find them.
100%.
Appreciate having you on, man.
Man, I appreciate you guys having me. It's really fun. I love hanging out with you guys. You know, it's just always a blast.
Awesome.
Cool Ranch.
We out.
We out.
Sweet.
But are you sure? Because I could like keep going. No, I'm kidding.